I know email automation sounds confusing, it sounds complicated, but it's actually a really simple way to create a custom experience for your new subscriber. And if you get the messaging right throughout this custom experience, you're going to be more likely to convert them. So in this video, I'm going to explain what automation is all about, who it's for, and how to get started with your first automation in your business. Welcome to my channel. I'm Kate Emiley and I'm a brand and content strategist and love helping small business owners just like you build their brands online. So first things first, what is an automation? Also known as a nurture sequence, a sales funnel, or a welcome sequence. This is a series of emails that are sent out automatically to your new subscriber when a certain trigger happens. So a trigger might be time-based, so as soon as someone subscribes, an automation might be an email that goes out to them as soon as they've subscribed, or it might be behavioral. So it might be if they've clicked on a particular button in your email, they'll be sent a particular message. To avoid overcomplicating things and help you get started straight away, at the end of this tutorial, I will be sharing a 3-part nurture sequence which you can literally just copy and paste straight into your email platform. So as far as I'm aware, every email marketing platform will allow you to send out automatic emails. However, some do it more technically than others. So some have different ways of making this experience even more customized. I use Flowdesk and it's a really great platform if you want to trick things up a little bit and make things a little bit more experiential and be able to create content around the behaviors that your subscriber is taking. However, other platforms like MailChimp, ConvertKit, ActiveCampaign, MailerLite, and so on do have automation functionality as well. Every business that is getting started with email marketing should be setting up email automations. So a product-based business, a service-based business, or you don't actually currently have anything to sell, but you're looking to grow your list before you have something to sell, then an email automation is something you need to set up. And keep watching until the end of this video. We'll be sharing the 3 emails you can set up really easily, get started in email automation, and just totally take the complication out of it all. The cool thing about email automations is that you're able to actually customize the experience to make sure that your new subscriber is getting emails based on where they're at in their customer journey with you. In contrast, a newsletter is basically a blast type email. So it's sent out to your whole list at the exact same time. Whereas an automation is sent based on when they've subscribed and how many days from that subscription that they've actually receiving this next email. Think about it like this. Your email automations are a way to educate your new subscriber, get to know them, and really enforce the fact that you are an expert in what it is that you do. Whereas your newsletters are just a value-packed piece of content that you're sending out on a regular basis to keep your email list warm. And what I mean by warm is that they're still engaging with you, they're still interested in you. It's a similar sort of functionality as something like your social media or YouTube videos or podcasts or blog or anything like that. It's just a way of providing value and reinforcing the fact that you are an expert in what you do and that you have a solution to the problem that they're facing. With email automations, you're able to send out a specific message based on something that your new subscriber does. So say for example, they've downloaded a freebie, a lead magnet from you. So they've downloaded this, your first email will be basically a link to that lead magnet, maybe a little bit about you, where they can find more information about you, your social channels, and so on. And from there, you can actually take them through this story of reiterating the fact that you are an expert in what it is that you do and that you are breaking down the myths and their objections to actually purchasing or booking into your service. With email automation, you're able to send out an email when an action is triggered. So say for example, someone's downloaded your lead magnet, also known as a freebie. Your email software will actually add a tag to that person's email and it will acknowledge the fact that they've downloaded a freebie and know that you want them to receive a certain series of emails after downloading that freebie. So any business can get started with email automation. And in fact, I encourage, if you're just getting started, there's a few emails that you need to set up straight away. And that's something I'll be sharing shortly, because these email automations are a great way to start nurturing those new subscribers immediately, rather than waiting for you to develop your email marketing strategy and your content plan and working out when you're sending newsletters and so on. At least, if nothing else, they'll be receiving these 3 emails as soon as they subscribe to you. And that's going to set them in a better place for understanding who you are, what you do, and how you're going to help them. So when you create an automation, these emails will be only sent to new subscribers. So anyone that subscribes to your list, as soon as you turn that automation on, will receive this series of emails. However, any old email addresses you have on your list, they won't receive these emails. So if you've set up these automations and you think, wow, these are great emails and I really want the rest of my list to receive them, maybe you haven't really been engaging with your list and you want to start that re-engagement process, and the emails that you've set up in your automation would be perfect to do that. All you need to do is basically copy them and send them out as a campaign or a newsletter to your list. So say there may be 3 different emails that you've sent out as part of your nurture sequence. Send the first one out to your list today, then schedule the next email to go out tomorrow and the next one to go out the following day. So that way anyone that's existing on your list will still receive those emails as well in the same sort of format. So over a 3-day period, if that's what you've set up in your automation. If you're trying to work out how many emails should be in a nurture sequence or a welcome sequence or a sales funnel, it really depends. So I highly recommend just getting started with a 3-part nurture sequence just as a starting point, and from there you can build it out. You could make a 100-part nurture sequence if you really, really wanted to, but I would probably be capping it around 5 to 7 emails as a maximum. Generally speaking, if you are selling to a product that is of higher value, so maybe it's a one-on-one coaching program or maybe a really high ticket service offering that you offer, then you may want to have more emails in there reiterating the fact and really ensuring that they understand how much value you can provide them with that bigger investment. However, a workshop or a ebook, maybe something of lower, investment, will only require a few emails. You don't need a website to set up an email automation, however, you do need a landing page. So a lot of email marketing platforms allow you to create landing pages on their site, so you don't actually need that website already set up. Or you can use programs like ClickFunnels or Lead Pages, which are basically designed to capture leads. So they're beautifully created and they have all the functionality set up there. It just depends on how much you want to spend. I would definitely recommend doing it on your website first. If you don't have a website, create that landing page. So if you're using MailChimp, I have a whole video on how to create that landing page for free using their free version. So go and watch that one now if that is something you're needing to set up. But as promised, you've reached the end of this video, so I'm going to be sharing that 3-part nurture sequence with you. This is really easy to set up. So the first email will be your welcome email. This is basically sharing a little bit about you, getting to know you. Maybe there's a link in there if you've promised a lead magnet of some description, whether that be a checklist or a guide or a training, whatever it is. And then make sure that you include your social accounts, if you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, or anywhere else that they can find out some more information about you. Keep this short and sweet and to the point, but make sure it's clear who you are, and this is going to be the email that gets the highest open rates out of any email you send. So definitely spend a little bit of time putting this together. If you are feeling stuck on where to even start with what to say in this email, I do have a sample template which you can download. That's totally free. So go and click the link below and you can grab that one now. I would then trigger the second email to go out maybe a day later, and this be an about email. So share a little bit about you, why you're an expert, why they should trust you, maybe a little bit about your story. And this is a really good opportunity to get to know who you are and what it is that you offer. The third email, send this out another day later, have that trigger set up so it will go out another day after that second email. And this one is an opportunity to either bust a myth. So if there's something in your industry that people are just so confused about and you solve it in a completely different way, then talk about that. Or alternatively, use a challenge that your customer is facing and explain how they can solve that problem. This is an opportunity to provide free value. If they can get a quick win from this email, then even better, but it's a really great place to share why you're the expert and not start selling here, just explain how you are going to be providing them value. This is a really nice sequence to set them up to understand that any future emails from you are going to be valuable. So they will be looking out for your name in their inbox and open them as soon as they come in. If you've got any other questions about email automation, drop them below and I'll answer them for you. But next up, go and watch my video, how to fast track your email newsletters, which features 4 examples. So that's a really nice one if you're just getting started and you need a little bit of help with the content of what you should be including in your newsletters. So that's it for me for today, but until next time, bye for now.